Have you ever felt like someone in your life is holding back from something, standing on the edge of a conversation that could change everything? If so, your guardian angels want you to know that this hesitation isn't because of a lack of trust in you. It's because of how deeply you understand this person. They wonder if they're ready to speak with you, especially since you've always had a way of seeing through their defenses, and they're not sure if they're ready to be that vulnerable. The angels say, it's not an easy thing to bare your soul to someone, even someone you trust deeply. For them, this is about more than just words. It's about offering a piece of themselves they've kept hidden for so long that even they might struggle to recognize it. They fear that once they've spoken their truth, there's no taking it back, and that vulnerability could shift the dynamics of your relationship in ways they can't predict. But at the same time, they can't ignore the pull to let you in, to let go of the weight they've been carrying silently. Whenever they find themselves alone with their thoughts, this person wrestles with emotions they've hidden from the rest of the world. These hidden emotions often surface in quiet moments, late at night when the world is still, or during fleeting pauses in their day when their guard slips. They may replay past conversations in their mind, wondering if they've already given too much away or if you've picked up on clues they never intended to leave. It's a constant tug-of-war between wanting to be understood and fearing the vulnerability that comes with being truly seen. They've spent a long time building walls to protect themselves, but you've always had a way of gently seeing past them, reaching the tender truths they've buried deep. They admire your ability to understand their silences, to read between the lines when no words are spoken. There's a kind of magic in the way you notice the small things about them, like how their tone changes when they're hiding something, or how their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes when they're feeling overwhelmed. It's this quiet attentiveness of yours that makes them feel safe, yet it also makes them hesitate. They know you'll see right through any facade they try to maintain, and that kind of clarity is both comforting and intimidating. Yet, that very ability leaves them uncertain. Vulnerability is something they're not used to offering so freely, and the idea of sharing their deepest fears, feelings, or truths with you feels like standing at the edge of a cliff, both freeing and terrifying. They question whether you'll still see them the same way once they let you into the parts of their heart they've kept hidden. Will your perception of them change? Will the strength you see in them waver if they reveal their weaknesses? These thoughts swirl in their mind, creating a storm of doubt that holds them back. But there's also hope that by opening up, they might find a deeper connection, one where they no longer have to carry their burdens alone. I repeat, they wonder if they're ready to speak with you, especially since you've always had a way of seeing through their defenses, and they're not sure if they're ready to be that vulnerable. This person might be someone you already suspect is carrying an unspoken weight, a close friend who's struggling to open up about a challenge, a family member who's been distant lately, or even a partner whose emotions seem tangled in a knot they can't quite untie. Think about the times when you've caught them lost in thought, their gaze distant, as if they're working through something they can't yet put into words. Maybe they've dropped subtle hints, a stray comment, a sudden change in behavior, or even a moment of frustration that felt out of place. These are the signs of an inner battle they're fighting, one they may not even fully understand themselves yet. And while they haven't come to you directly, their unspoken gestures, are a silent invitation, a way of saying, "I trust you enough to notice." They're not holding back because they doubt your care. They're holding back because they've never been this close to revealing themselves so completely. That kind of revelation takes courage, and courage doesn't always come easily. They don't want to burden you or risk being misunderstood, but at the same time, they feel a pull toward the kind of freedom that only honesty can bring. They're standing at the threshold of a moment that could redefine how they see themselves and how they connect with you. They see you as someone safe, someone who has the strength to bear their truths without judgment. And that's why they're even considering this moment of openness. It's rare to find someone who feels like a sanctuary, a place where they can rest their worries without fear of rejection. You've become that person for them, not because you've tried to be, but because of who you naturally are: steady, compassionate, and genuine. It's a role you might not even realize you've stepped into, but to them, your presence is a beacon, guiding them toward the possibility of healing through connection. It's a testament to the connection you share that they're contemplating tearing down the walls they've spent so long constructing. But vulnerability is a process, one that requires patience and the right moment, and this person feels like they haven't found it yet. They might even test the waters with you, sharing small pieces of their thoughts to see how you respond. A passing comment here, a subtle confession there. It's their way of gauging whether they can take the next step. Each of these moments, however small, is a step closer to the trust they're building. It's not about rushing them, but about showing them, through your steady presence, that when they're ready, you'll be there, unwavering and patient. Your angels want you to know that, when the time comes, your steady presence will make all the difference. Even now, without realizing it, you're creating a space where they can feel safe enough to consider opening up. It's in the way you listen without interrupting, the way you respect their boundaries without pressuring them to speak. Your angels want you to recognize the power of your kindness and how it creates a ripple effect, one that allows others to shed their fears and step into their truth. Whether they speak haltingly, through tears, or with words they've rehearsed 100 times in their mind, your role is not to fix or solve. It's simply to listen and hold space. The trust they place in you is a gift, one that reflects your own capacity for compassion and understanding. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, grant them the wisdom to be patient and gentle with the hearts that hesitate to open. Let their understanding and compassion create a safe haven for those who carry unspoken burdens, so they may feel seen without fear of judgment. Fill them with strength to honor the trust placed in them, and to hold space with grace when others share their truths. May they remain a steady light that guides others toward healing and deeper connection. Amen. Pause for a moment to reflect on this. Take this message as a reminder that you have the capacity to see the essence of what makes people who they are, and the love and kindness with which you approach them makes it easier to be vulnerable. Type 999 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. You won't find the answer in your horoscope, so don't bother looking there. Click the link in the description to see your free personalized video moon reading. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?